Hey, y'all, Pastor Emil here with a midweek sermon recap. The past couple of weeks, we've been looking at some stewardship ideas. We've been talking about the state of the church. We've been talking a little bit about where we're going and what we're going to be trying to do. And we're looking at a couple of verses that we're going to have for the coming year, 2024. It's from Mark chapter 8. And calling the crowd to him with his disciples, Jesus said to them, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whoever would save his life will lose it. But whoever loses his life for my sake and the gospel's will save it." That's what we're thinking about. That's what we're pondering together, meditating on, reflecting on, hoping for clear direction from God about this. How can we, as we look to a new year, as we reflect on where Open Arms is and where we believe God wants Open Arms to be, how is He calling us to deny ourselves? How is He calling us to take up our cross, take up our burden, the burden that only we can take up, the burden that God has for us? How can we do this for the sake of Jesus and, more specifically, for the sake of the gospel? Because that's what we're about here. Loving generously, we connect all to Jesus. How are we being led to deny ourselves, take up our cross, follow in Jesus' footsteps, a life of self denial and service and sacrifice for our sake and for the sake of the whole world? There are, of course, a number of different ways that God is calling us to reflect on this idea: time, talent, treasure. And of course, historically, that has meant primarily to focus on the church, the institution, the ministry. And we need that. We absolutely need your time, your talent, and your treasure, your money, your finances, your abilities and skills, the ways that you can help us continue to do what we do. It takes all of those things. But I also want you to think about how God might be calling you to do something more, to do something in partnership with us as your family of faith, but something that maybe he's leading us to do beyond the walls of this congregation. How is he leading us to do that? What is he asking us to do for the sake of our kids and their generation, our grandkids and their generation, the generations that will follow? And I believe it has a lot to do with the health of this ministry. What is God asking you to do? What is he calling you to do? How has he moved you by what he has already done for you, the incredible, abundant blessings that he has showered upon you? How is he asking you to respond? Not because you have to do it to earn it, it's already done, it's already been given to you. But now, with an infinite balance in your spiritual bank account, what is he calling you to do with the resources he has blessed you to do? I am excited because I know last year the response was tremendous. And I am hopeful and I am trusting God that the response this year will be even more amazing. And we're going to be able to do some things that maybe we've never done before. And God is going to bless it. And people's lives are going to be transformed. And they're going to get to know Jesus. And we are going to be telling stories and celebrating the things that God is doing in and through us at that last day feast that's coming when we see Jesus again, I am looking forward to hearing all the ways that God moved in this congregation at this time. God bless you. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.